Good Tuesday morning to you, class. I hope you guys had a restful night. So we're going to jump right back into main idea and supporting details with paragraph form. And now, transition words. Okay, so I think we all remember this anchor chart, right? So we have the stoplight system, right? Green, yellow, and red. Okay? All of the transition words in green, we're not using. Okay? So keep that in your mind. We can just skip over that. But I'll go over it just in case. But remember, for what we're doing, we're not using green. Okay? So, green. So this means this is what you use in like the first sentence. So if we were like making a cake and we're using a recipe, we would use the green. We would use green, yellow, and red. But today we're just going to use yellow and red. Okay? So, yellow is what we put in sentences. Say we have a paragraph, which is 5 sentences or more, right? So, we only use the yellow for sentences 3 and 4. Okay? 3 and 4. Okay? Because the first one is the main idea. Okay? That one doesn't need a transition word. Okay? It's just the main idea. It does not need a transition word. Now, the first supporting detail, you're just coming straight out of the gate saying, okay, this is the first one that supports the main idea. Okay? You don't need one yet. You don't need a transition word yet. But for the third sentence, you're going to use a transition word, okay? So I know it's pretty light, and I hope you can see it. There's a glare. But it says here's some transition words that we can use starting with the third sentence, okay? Secondly, because that's the second supporting detail, okay? We can only use secondly when it's the second supporting detail, okay? So not the main idea, not the first supporting detail, but the second, okay? The second. So secondly, also, in addition, furthermore, in fact, or another. Those are the transition words that we use for sentences 3 and 4. Okay? 3 and 4. This is the main idea. This is the first supporting detail. The second and third supporting detail, which are these, which would be the third and fourth sentences, we use the yellow stoplight. The words in the yellow stoplight. Now, I know you guys remember this one. When do we use the red? When do we use the red? That's right, on the very last sentence, because we're trying to wrap up everything that we're talking about. Okay, we're trying to end it. So, the red transition words say, in conclusion, finally, to sum it all up, lastly, okay? Lastly, we only use this on the last sentence of our paragraph, and that would be the last supporting detail, okay? So, let's look here. I'll start right here. Okay, so do we remember this from yesterday? Yes, okay. So, I put all my main idea and supporting details into paragraph form, okay? But does this paragraph have transition words? No, it doesn't. We need to put transition words, right? So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a minute and a half to go get a piece of paper and a pencil, okay? While you're doing that, I'm going to set up my door. Okay, go. All right, we should be back by now. Okay. So this is the same paragraph I just took down. I just added spaces for some transition words that we could use, okay? So here I have a blue marker. I know on my anchor chart it's orange, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to use blue so you can see it, okay? So let's start here. We have the main idea sentence, which is the first sentence for us, okay? Lots of fun things happen in PE. That's our main idea, remember? Okay? So the first supporting detail says we get to play dodgeball. Okay? That's first supporting detail. The second supporting detail, sometimes I get to pick my own team in soccer. So here, we kind of already have a transition word in sometimes. So we're just going to leave that as is. Okay? Now, we're going to go to the third sentence, which is the second supporting detail. Okay? Now, I need to be using a transition word. Okay? So I'm going to be in the green, yellow, or red, class. You're right, in the yellow. We're in the yellow. So we're either using secondly, also, in addition, furthermore, in fact, or another. Okay? So, one thing that I do want to mention to you is, do you notice how we started our sentence here? It says, our class drives through the cardboard city on scooters, okay? Before, that was just our sentence, okay? But now we're adding a transition word. So this is no longer the first word in the sentence. So now I have to make it lowercase because I have to put another word right here, a transition word right here, and we're going to capitalize that one because it's the first word in the sentence. Does that make sense to you? All right, good deal. All right, so let's pick a transition word that will go here, and we can pick a few. Okay, so blank, our class drives through the cardboard city on scooters. What would be a good transition word to go here? Good job. Okay, that's a good one. In fact. Okay, I would put in fact. So I'm going to put that right here. Okay, could we use another one? Could we use another one? We could use secondly. Let's go ahead and use secondly. Okay, remember I'm using capital letters because now the transition word is the first word in the sentence, and we always capitalize the first word in the sentence. Okay, so we could say, in fact, our class drives through the cardboard city on scooters, or we could say, secondly, our class drives through the cardboard city on scooters. Good job, guys. Now let's go to this one. I can talk to my friends. Wait a minute, Miss Wicks, but I thought you said after the comma, And after the transition word, this word has to have a lowercase letter because it's no longer the first word. But remember, when I is by itself, it's always capitalized no matter what. Okay? No matter what, whether it's at the beginning of a sentence or at the end of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. Always, always. Okay? So, blank, I can talk to my friends. What's a good transition word that can go here? Remember, we're still in the yellow. We're still in the yellow. Okay. We can do also. I take that back. We could say also, but that would kind of sound funny. If we said also, I can talk to my friends. Maybe we can move our transition word in the middle of the sentence and it could say, I can also, right here, talk to my friends. Does that sound like a good one? A good idea? Okay. Let's put also right here. Okay. I can also talk to my friends. Is there another transition word we can use right here? From our list, I think we could use furthermore, I can talk to my friends, okay? Because if we use this one, we won't need also, okay? So furthermore, I can talk to my friends. Good job, guys. All right. Now, we're at our last sentence. We're at the last sentence, okay? So now I have a red marker because now we're in the red, okay? I can either use in conclusion, finally, to sum it all up, or lastly, okay? So let's see which ones we can use. I'll give you a second and you can come up with the ones you want to use. All right. So it says, blank, we sit under the parachute and watch it fall. Remember, we is no longer capitalized because we're adding the transition word. So I have to put a comma and move we here and make sure it's lowercase. Don't forget that, okay? So blank, we sit under the parachute and watch it fall. I could use lastly. Okay, lastly, is there another one we could use? We could also use in conclusion. Okay, so we could either say, lastly, we sit under the parachute and watch it fall, or in conclusion, we sit under the parachute and watch it fall. Okay, so this was your practice for today. You guys get on iExcel and do the practice that I have for you, and I hope you have a good day. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me, text me, message me on Dojo. I'm here for you. Okay, have a good day.